Hi you guys, it's Ruby from Oofy Scraps and I am back with another video. This is going to be the start to another mini series. This time we are putting together a little mini 4x4 album documenting my 25th birthday and my little 25th birthday party trip that we took to Joshua Tree. So I turned 25 in January 16th. So the beginning of this year, and I had planned to go to Joshua Tree. So I live in Southern California, not that far from Joshua Tree, but I had never been before, and I love to go camping and I love to go on little road trips, so it felt like a no-brainer, perfect opportunity to do this and celebrate for my birthday. So myself, my boyfriend, and a couple of friends planned to go. So in that first clip, I actually showed you a bunch of pictures and kind of what I was doing with them. So I have talked about this before, but I used to get my photos printed at Costco, and then Costco photos closed down. I tried Walgreens, I tried all these things. Most recently, I think I ordered from Shutterfly, and I ended up hating the quality of the photos, so much so that I repurchased them on Persnickety. So if you can see this photo I'm touching right now, it's a full-size outside of the page protector photo, and they are that's the photos that I ordered from Shutterfly, but they're kind of like grainy and blurry, so I was really unhappy with them. So like I said, I ordered them from Persnickety, but you can see the Persnickety photos were too small, and that was 100% my fault. I ordered them on a 4x6 size, and I should have ordered them on the 5x7 size. I wasn't paying attention, and it's my fault. So for half a second, I was like, okay, I'll reorder them. But then I was like, I just want to make this scrapbook album. I just want to get it done. I don't want to throw more photos away. So I just decided that the ones that would have been full page, I would just back with some patterned paper and make it work. So that's what I'm doing, and it ends up being totally fine. The only person who would know that is me, and I guess you guys would now know that. My original intention was for them to be full-sized, and I think I do like it better with them full-size, but it's not worth the hassle. So I already had a lot of this album like pre-planned with which pictures were going to go where in the order, and I picked out a lot of the pattern papers and cut them down just so you guys didn't have to watch all of that in the videos. But I do end up making a lot of changes, so you will see that as we go along together. So right now I am working on one of the spreads, and I actually went ahead and pulled out a bunch more paper because now that I have to back all of the photos that would have been full page photos, I have to find paper that goes with all of them but still goes with my little bit of a vibe that I have going. So I'm using a lot of stuff from the Ali Edwards 2022 travel collection. The album itself, which I haven't even talked about, is the little rainbow buildable chipboard 4x4 album she came out with last year. And then I'm using some photos from some paper from Color Fresh, from the Sweet Story collection. I have a couple of Michaels travel pads that are like the random Michaels brand ones. So I have paper from all over the place, but I'm kind of going for neutral like earth tones, which is very much like the Ali Edwards collection, but also with like pops of color. So I feel like that way it's kind of earthy and camping vibe, but also colorful and celebratory because it is a birthday trip. So I'm just going to cut all that paper down to size and get some holes punched in there. It's a little bit boring to watch, but while we do that, I'm going to talk you guys through more about what happened with the trip. So like I said, my birthday is January 16th, and it always falls on Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. So there's always that Monday off, which is nice because I'm able to celebrate on a long weekend for my birthday. That way people have the days off work. If we want to go do something together, it's really fun. So we had planned to go to Joshua Tree, except for the fact that there was like monsoon raining going on this time of year. And if you live in Southern California or like LA or anything like that, it's been raining and cloudy all year long. Like it's right now, it's June 5th or 6th, and it's cloudy out and like no sun to be seen. So it's a bummer. But anyways, because of that, we were like, you know what? We shouldn't go this weekend. And it was such a bummer because it was the perfect weekend with Monday off of work and all of that. But it just wasn't going to work. So we had to cancel. So I was super disappointed, obviously. And then I was also like, what are we going to do for 3 days on my actual birthday, the birthday weekend? So my boyfriend and I decided to have a little game night, which was fun, except for the fact that none of my friends could come. So my girlfriends who were supposed to be coming camping, and it just was very complicated to coordinate. So what we ended up doing was inviting just two of our guy friends over, and they came for a game night. And it ended up being super, super fun. It was just not at all what we had planned originally. So this first little spread, I have a photo of me in front of my 25 balloons and my cake with my little 25 candles. So I'm a very big fan of like celebrating, any reason to celebrate, but I don't like to leave it up to other people to like make my celebrations happen, because I often have like a really strong idea in my head and I don't want to put that pressure on anyone else to have to like put that together for me. So I'm very happy planning my own stuff and getting what I need to make me feel excited. So I really wanted to have a birthday cake. I wanted to take a really cute photo for my scrapbook. And 25 is a big year, quarter of a century. It's a big birthday. So I wanted to make it feel special. And so I ended up getting a cake from Whole Foods randomly. So last year I got my cake from a little bakery called Susie Cakes. It's definitely a chain, but it's a small chain. But the cakes were really expensive. And I was like, I'm having 4 people over. I don't need to get an expensive cake. And this cake from Whole Foods was like $25 or something like that. And it was really, really cute. It was a vanilla cake, which I prefer chocolate cake, or at least chocolate frosting and yellow cake. This is a whole random tangent, but the cake was adorable. If you can see in the picture, it was like pink and orange and white and cute, and I loved it. So it was perfect for what I needed it to be. And yeah, so this little spread I'm making with the 3x4 photo, so I have a little bit of room to kind of jazz up around the edges, and I'm just adding some different kinds of pieces of scrap paper and putting it together with a few little embellishments. So I don't want to get too busy on each of these pages, but I want it to feel like well thought out and that I really put a little spread together, if that makes sense, so it doesn't feel like empty or lackluster. At this point, I'm really liking how things are looking, the little foundation of it all, but I want to add a little label, and I pull out my Dymo label maker. But I don't know if this happens to anyone else. I struggle with this thing so much. So it's very simple to use, really straightforward, except for sometimes my like printer just skips, or the label maker, and it just won't press the letters in. And so I like don't know if it's clogged. I take the whole label out, I clean it out, I just discard. I waste so much label tape, but this happens to me all the time. It's so annoying. And it's random. Like it'll work, and then all of a sudden it will just stop working, or certain letters won't work. So I actually had this one problem before, and I ended up returning the Dymo label maker and buying a new one, and this is my new one, and it's still happening. So if that's happened to anyone, let me know. It's very frustrating. So I ended up just not putting the label onto that page and moving on. I do go back and add some more embellishments to that page later on. I don't know if that's in the video or not, but now we are moving on to the next little spread. So I have a picture of my cake up close and personal because it's too cute not to take a photo of. And I use this little cut apart from the Color Fresh collection. It has like a tiger on it, which I'm never going to use that unless I go to the zoo, and I don't really see that being a thing I'm going to scrapbook anytime soon. So I just cover the tiger up with the photo. I put it on crooked, so I carefully try and rip it off and reposition it. But the rest of this little card is this cute pink and white grid paper. So I thought that'd be a fun little, just, background kind of to mat the picture and have like an anchor point for the photo. So I do that, and then I'll add some embellishments on. So I found these 2 washi tapes that are pretty thin, which I think works with the small size of this layout. And I like that they're both multicolored because the paper on the other side of the spread has a bunch of different cameras, which I will say is my favorite piece of scrapbook paper I think I've ever seen. And unfortunately, it's from one of those random Michaels paper pads that like are here and gone. But it's just a bunch of different vintage film Polaroid type cameras, and they're so cute, and I love the color scheme of them. So whatever, just, doing what you can, living with what you got. But I'm glad I got to use it in this album because it's a really special little album to me. So I just put 2 layers of those 2 washi tapes down, the little multicolored bits, I think, pull in that fun colorfulness from the page beside it, like I said. Then I'm going to look through a couple of other embellishments that I can add to this page. So I'm just pulling aside this little Simple Stories sticker book. I got it on scrapbook.com, but I think it's the Safe Travels collection. That's also where those little puffy stickers are. They're just to the left of the album right now. And I really, really love the collection. It's really cute. I think I want to pick up more of those stickers. I have used almost all of them, as you can see. So then I just pulled out this little sticker sheet of pandas. If you know me, you know I love pandas. And of course, I'm going to find a way to incorporate them in my birthday album. So these are little enamel, I think they're called, stickers from Hobby Lobby, and they're birthday pandas. So of course I had to add those. It was like the perfect opportunity. And then I added some of the little sprinkly bits that came off that sticker sheet just around this page. And now I'm looking through an old Allie Edwards sticker sheet that's like phrases, and I think it says, one says the best and one says awesome. I just like the color of them, and I wanted to add something to fill in this little white space kind of area. So I fuss around with the arrangement of those a little bit and get those stuck down. And then, I don't know if you've noticed, but I put all the double-sided adhesive on the back of all the pictures beforehand, so you guys don't have to watch me struggle with that the whole video. So I'm getting real organized over here. But now I'm working on the next two layouts, and this is a picture of me with my cake again. The cake was the star of the show, clearly. And I think I had Steven take the pictures for me. It was funny because it was me, Steven, and then my friend Tyler and Mark. So it was me and a bunch of boys, and I was like having these photo shoots of me and my cake and my balloons, and like wanted to feel like this special event because I had to cancel my original birthday plans. So I had like this really cute charcuterie board and all these things. And luckily they're really good friends because I don't think that that's what they would have done for a game night, I guess. They might have thought it was kind of silly to be like having a birthday cake for 4 people. Actually, no, it wasn't Tyler. It was Sam, which is super random because we never get to see Sam, but he happened to be in town, so he got to come. Anyways, this is such a huge tangent, but they were super good sports and like, you know, made it feel like a special night, which was fun. So back to the actual spread. I think I added another little Dymo label maker thingy. It ended up behaving enough to work for me. So I'm going to stick the photos down, and then I do a little like title sort of thing on this page. So on the little label maker in the blue tape, I typed out make A. And then I'm going to spell out wish in some letter stickers. So I think that's cute because it's like, you know, my birthday with the candles, make a wish, you know the drill. And then I'm adding a little bit of this yellow pattern paper, which I think works. It's again from that same Michael's collection that I really like, that I don't know where to get it from. Or maybe this is from the Sweet Story collection. The yellow paper to the right is definitely from Michael's collection, the same collection that this multicolored background is from. That yellow paper, though, that I just use in Tour might be from Sweet Story. Anyways, who really cares? Now I'm grabbing out my letter stickers that I'm going to spell out wish. Again, it's from that Simple Stories travel sticker collection book thing. And I think it works out really cute. It's a fun little stacked title situation, which I feel like those are so cute and they look effortless, but they're not effortless. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but like when you mix alphas and whatever to get like that cute title look, I struggle with that sometimes. I have a hard time finding letter stickers or fonts or whatever that work well together, but I feel like this one was a win. So I'm happy with that. So I'm just fussing with that. But that's actually pretty much it for this part of the video. I ended up working for 2 hours on this album, so I decided I needed to break it up into a couple videos. So I will finish off here, and then next time we'll pick up once we actually go to Joshua Tree. We do really make it, just not on this particular weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.